Don't kill the kobolds. You will destroy all the vials they carry.
The vials!
Don't use bombs.
I think Anakai can emphasize with that.
You.
The vials are useful.
You, Valen.
Yes, no explosives.
Guys, let's see if it works.
Jake, you're the one with the bad internet, huh? Well, yeah. Let's apply the cure by stabbing her in the neck with a syringe. We will have the foreign doctor, I think, apply that cure.
Lucky the doctor can make a DC 10 heal check on Zoe.
Thor is not particularly good at it. He'd be like, "What?
So,
where's the vein? Well, let's just put it here." Oh no, that's a air duct.
He goes ahead and he injects Zoe. Can you roll me a D100 time?
What?
Wanna roll low.
As usual, my internet cuts right when the important thing happens.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Woo! You inject it, and I guess you wait the allotted amount of time you estimated it would take.
Detect magic.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go. Oh my god! I can see again.
What?
I mean, the injection kind of leaves like a tingling feeling throughout Zoe's body.
I can see.
Zoe is gonna do that joke because now she wants to make it a little more happy in there, and then she just
after the allotted amount of time of 1 hour, who's going to examine?
Well, she's gonna go, oh my god, I can see again, and then she's gonna smile at the others to lighten the tension and the mood in there.
She will hear someone angrily erasing a lot of formulas that apparently are not correct from the board, since apparently they also have a different effect that he hadn't considered.
So
his work destroyed.
It didn't work.
Riff adds an M, just randomly.
Well, if it cured her blindness, that's a completely different thing.
Zoe smiled at him before he could do that. He's
very stressed now.
That would have been pretty cool, though, right?
All of us are. We've been working for like 16 hours for 4 days. It's quite harsh.
Can you make me a detect poison check and basically a heal check for +5?
Sure. The +5.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
You realise you were 1 day away from the symptoms start activating.
So she'll go again. Oh my god!
But it seems the cure has completely neutralised it. It's just not moving.
So what is?
It's
what?
dead. Just dead, floating in your bloodstream.
Got a corpse in your brain.
You got a
corpse brain.
Dead fungal.
Yeah, your body will probably break it down over the next few days. You probably won't even notice.
Well,
you'll basically brain eat it.
Awesome. So we'll look at Laurel. Seems it worked.
I'm sorry, I just have this image of a brain just eating like mushrooms like fucking Pac-Man. Waka 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 waka.
Well, so we'll look at Laurel. It worked.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, the doctor in here is going to examine her as well and confirm this.
Laurel will then say to the doctor and say, "Could you assist me for 1 more day?"
I'll do my best. We need to make sure this is perfect.
You need to be documented. You need to be brought out to all herbalists and all alchemists in the whole district. I will spend the next day writing all I know down, making basically a quickly drafted work out of it to give out the information I currently have, and yeah, this is not something that is moral to hold for oneself.
If this wasn't a fluke and this has really worked, this is going to change everything for us now.
Yes, we have a weapon to fight this disease.
Took a lot of time to create, though.
It says, yes, that could be. I have many ideas for how to improve that, but first we need to bring it out as it is.
He will certainly help you basically write your medical paper.
Good. That's what they're going to do the next day. What the others do, though, he'll thank them for all their help, and he'll understand if they're really, really tired and want to go sleep or whatever. But But their friends are cured now.
Yay, we're all happy.
So, sleepy as heroes to the pillow zoom.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite zone in Sonic.
By the time Zoe gets back, Raphael will probably be out of bed. He's not feeling the headache anymore.
She'll
Raphael
walk in,
would have. Well, he has no
wait.
shirt on, of course.
She'll walk in,
And,
I'm home. And she'll smile. I always wanted to try
You will
say
hear
that.
like a swishing.
Honey, I'm home.
No, she'll just say, I'm home.
You will hear a swishing, grunting sound coming from like the ballroom or something.
She'll go into the ballroom and are you in here?
Yes, I am. So you can hear.
Are you
it
sword
sort of
fighting on
panting.
top of the piano?
Yes.
And then casually swings down.
So he looks
I
around.
bet there's a chandelier you can swing
she
on.
She will perceive that the chandelier in the ballroom seems to have its covers removed for some reason, and that there is a lot of boot prints and stuff in the dust around here, seemingly all over the place. Raphael has apparently been jumping from, the mantelpiece to the chandelier to the windowsill.
What is he
to
doing on the 14th
wallpaper.
balcony?
And he is he's worked up quite the sweat, and he has his blade in hand. And when she comes in, he does a flourish and goes up in a stance, and then looks at her and smiles. Yes, thank you. So I am just training. I felt much better all of a sudden.
So
I
we'll
thought to myself.
put our hand up with a finger, like, just a sec. And she'll say, I'm home. I never had anyone to say that to when I walked home, so I wanted to see how it was.
Raphael smiles rakishly. So it is good that you are home. Welcome home. I might have disturbed some of the dust around here. He sort of swishes with the blade in different directions.
It's a good thing the ballroom will be used for something, at least.
He laughs. Yes, well, when all of this is over, perhaps we should have something of a get-together. A dinner. Why not? Use this place. It is certainly big and roomy.
Well, my dad wanted me to have a good house, a good home.
Well, a house is a building, dear Zoe, but a home is where the heart is it not? He smiles. And I think you need a little bit more heart in this building. Invite friends, He does another flourish and swish.
She nods. I can see what you mean, but being that I've worked at the hospital and the soup kitchen, I only had one friend. It's actually the first time I've been with so many people at once when I met you guys. So I have never had any parties at my mansion, I guess.
Let me tell you something then, Zoe. I will put together a party for you that will make Caden Kalin himself proud, yes?
Sure. I bet there is chairs and everything you need for a party here. It's
I mean,
just
you can have a
never
wine
been.
cellar.
I bet I have a wine cellar. Yeah.
You also have the keys like hidden somewhere in the house.
He smiles.
It's above the door.
I will take care of everything. I will invite. There will be music, dance, people.
Well, it would be a good thing because there is something to celebrate. We found the cure. We tested it out on me and it worked.
Ah, well, welcome back to the world of the living then. Something to celebrate for sure. Now then, he does a flourish and sheathes the sword and grabs his shirt and pulls it on, the mantle over his shoulder rakishly, and then he says, "Well, then I shall go to the tavern and try to arrange something suiting to such an occasion." Yes.
Sure.
And then Raphael sweeps out towards the tavern.
Fair enough.
Sorry,
Raphael
looks
feels the
sorry,
best he
looks
ever has now.
So he looks around. I didn't even know I had a ballroom. Oh. She has never been in that room. So she's just
And
What
that
did
exact
I do?
and that exact point is when the chandelier gives out and crashes down on the table.
no, you know, it's
Chandelier
not.
is pretty sturdy.
It's a very sturdy mansion she has. It's perfectly fine. She's just hasn't used any of it because she didn't see any. It's kind of sad. You're kicked out of your home and then you're placed in this mansion, and it's like, so a party is not gonna be the thing you want to do,
Sure.
you know? So she's just only used the kitchen and the room and her bathroom.
Especially if you're a rich young lady and alone in the slums.
Yeah,
Open
so,
party might not be the thing.
all she
yeah.
knows about the slums is that she was not allowed there when she was a kid, and she's just heard all the horror stories that, oh, you're gonna get
does she still
robbed.
believe in them?
She doesn't really care.
So as Raphael walks in, the tavern doesn't have a whole lot of people in it right now. There's 2 people sitting at the bar. Well, one person one side, one person the other side.
Raphael will walk up to Farley. He will say, Master Farley, it has happened so that I want to have a little get-together with some of my friends, music and party and all of that. And then so I come to you, the finest drinking establishment in all of Northside, to procure said drinking needs for the party.
How much are you looking for this time, Raphael?
Well, he sort of waves a hand back and forth. It is hard to say, really. I don't know how much these people drink, but a few barrels should do, yes?
A few barrels. He smirks.
I have the princely sum of 50 gold pieces to spend.
If you accept copper coins.
Yes. I'm also paying in copper coins.
He looks at the sack.
On the money sled.
He says, he looks to you and just like, give me a few minutes to count it.
Of course.
He goes through the process of counting up 5,000 copper pieces.
Do you want to actually share the money we have, or?
Might as well, right?
We could just dip our hands into it when we want it, or we could just share it evenly out.
Yeah, we can share it, I think.
Yeah.
We could empty the pool right now.
Sure.
If you want. All right, let's see here. That means we each get 700.
Should be a decent amount of money.
You know, I bet they're gonna be really annoyed. I know how annoyed people get when I was a kid and I paid with the lowest currency we have in Denmark.
Yeah.
They got so angry. Like, good.
Can't blame them.
Well, you know, we have a half a krona, and then that half you can half again.
A quarter, basically.
I
It's a
once
quarter.
paid. I went to a candy shop when I was a kid and paid with quarters, and it was a little box I had filled with quarters. And they were like, "Really?" And I was like, "I only have it in quarters." Full of quarters. I think I could buy 10 gums.
But you can add that little amount.
We don't have quarters anymore, though.
There you go, so as Manako wrote, everyone has a princely sum of a decent amount of money.
Yeah, almost 800 each.
Very close to 800 each.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You got your amount of money you've gained. You guys have got quite a lot due to plague.
Yeah.
Well, mostly due to killing, murder hoboing us. Way around.
And giant sacks of copper.
So yeah, Raphael will spend 50 gold pieces in copper. procuring food and drink from Farley to be delivered to the mansion.
Very well, he will cater for the party, basically.
Yeah, basically, and Cassandra is certainly welcome to do some music and stuff. And then he will
should have
happily...
a few tips.
Yeah, sure. And he will swing by Ritherlind and bang on her door.
Bang, 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 bang.
Riv's not quite asleep, so she answers the door.
Well, lovely Rithralind. Such a good day to not be dead, is it not?
I suppose you could say that.
Throwing a little party, a little get-together, a little celebration that me and Zoe are not dying. It will be at her mansion because, oh, well, the gods know it needs some stirring up in the dust, if you know what I'm saying.
Riff's eyes will widen in glee and say, "Oh, party, party, yeah,
Yep.
yeah."
Yes, indeed. Bring friends if you have them. Everybody is welcome. Food and drink is being taken care of. He seems to like, and yes, that is it. I think.
Riff
See you
kind
tonight.
of frowns and is like, I don't think Madame Scarlet will want to come.
Who?
The witch just down the road.
Oh, he sort of frowns for a bit.
Tired lady, not witch.
Well, I mean, she knows magic, but
Whatever she
She's
is.
not a witch.
she does. She looks like one.
Witch is offensive.
But she's old as fuck,
I
remember?
am. Old as fuck.
So we will go to Violetta telling her that she's invited.
Party!
Riff will make her way up to the mansion.
Raphael will bang on the door to Lauren's workshop.
Bang, 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 bang.
Let me in, motherfuckers.
I suppose Laura will come and open it. He's currently writing writing the documents to
His thesis.
make it easy for everyone else. Yeah, basically.
Raphael smiles towards him. Friend Laura, thank you again for saving my life.
You look sort of his finger, his hands for once you could love less. Just, yes, yes, of course, friend.
Now, to celebrate that I am not dying and that Zoe is not dying, at least not today, I have decided to throw a little party at her mansion, yes. You need to liven up the place a bit, give her some feeling of, a friendship and stuff. And also celebrating that you're not dead. He smiles. Food and drink will be taken care of, and you are of course all invited. Bring family, bring friends. It has been a grand undertaking curing this plague, and as such, I think you should be actually celebrated for that fact, dear friend.
That's very well. When will this happen, you say?
Tonight.
Tonight. All right. He looks at this. I have something I suppose I could use to get a little pep up.
He's gonna take ecstasy before going to the party.
Just like down an unfinished cure.
Yeah, Raphael nods. Of course, of course. Bring whoever you like. It's gonna be party.
Perhaps if I brought some, I could sell a little bit on the side.
Yes, well, whatever you need, right?
Oh, it might be as tired as I am.
Riff,
But not slowly. Yes, sounds like a good idea.
Riff
Excellent.
totally tell an epic tale of
And
5
then
You don't
finally,
invite the baker?
and then finally bang on the doors of
Yeah, invite the baker.
invite the baker, gotta have a block party basically. Bang on the door of Bollard, saying the same thing.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. Party.
Bring the bacon. Bring the
Invite the
100
kobold.
kilos
It's
of
probably
bacon
dead
that
from
we found.
starvation by now.
It's a proper way to celebrate, don't you think?
Yes, of course. Not being dead is a momentous occasion.
Yes, and the taste of bacon enlives us all, does it not?
His
And then,
eyes shine.
The promise of bacon. And then
Tears
Raphael
of
was-
joy
Yeah.
flow
I'm so happy.
like a river down his cheeks.
Yeah. Well,
Like in animes and stuff, you know how like they've got the pouty lip and the river of tears.
sure.
But in a
And
good way.
Raphael will, why not, invite the baker.
The baker happily accepts if you allow him to bring bread.
Sure. He's
You should
certainly
bring
allowed.
cake and shit.
He can bring
Cake
cake.
and bread.
Fucking bring cake,
Laurel.
motherfucker.
Laurel will invite his family if they want to come. They're not really party people. He'll also go down to the gardens and invite Sebastian.
Oh, okay. Sebastian. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Easy enough.
Sebastian!
Well, he helped.
Anyone else from your community I want to invite?
He'll ask Bollard if he
Do you want
needs
to tick like invite all known NPCs button?
Yeah.
Like for example,
No.
he's not really sure we should invite Randall, for example.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Randall?
That's the guy that he knows that
Randall is
Bollard
the asshole
doesn't like.
guard.
Oh yeah, we don't want
I actually made him as an NPC.
Yeah.
His
we
house
don't want those
He's
problems.
such an asshole, though. And like, should we invite the lady whose husband we murdered after now?
No.
Like a few
No.
weeks later, we could have cured him completely. But I mean, is that appropriate?
No, let's not do that.
No.
Dirty track.
Raphael will invite Mother Eleanor.
To party?
Yeah, he wants to dance with Mother Eleanor.
If she wants to.
She's old as fuck, and you know she needs to dance clearly.
Okay.
To get
Okay.
party on.
Any other NPCs you want me to bring?
As long as you brought Sebastian, Laurel, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, Sebastian, he's cool.
There's gonna be a
They
party.
popped some things when they were younger.
There will be drinking and dancing. Raphael will certainly dance with anyone.
Do
Probably
you
give
want
out
to
free
bring
samples of a few
Just
And
bring
substances.
like
Sergio-
when I say like anyone, like it's mandatory. He's gonna dance with everyone.
Do you want to invite Crimson along for your party?
Crimson, eh?
Crimson on 30 track.
Nah, she's a rogue and a political idealist thing. We're not gonna invite something like that into the house without asking.
You don't
Perhaps-
invite the guard you talked to.
You know, I certainly knows him, but I haven't seen him for days. He's probably out patrolling or doing some important
Randall
work.
is totally gonna be the party crasher who comes with a noise complaint.
Yeah, probably.
It is like 8 o'clock at night. You have to stop right now.
You're having
Okay.
fun.
Gonna-
I don't like
Oh,
fun.
so
you
is that-
are
you
you
want me
gonna
to-
stop me?
Do you guys want me to bring a 30 gold bottle of absinthe?
Yes.
You
Yes,
know,
of course.
Laurel only drinks if it smells like a chemical.
So is
Then
that
I
all?
guess-
Right up his alley.
Then
Then
Is
I
that
guess
all
the
NPCs
answer is
finished
yes,
now?
Jake.
Yeah.
in that case, every drink that Laurel picks up, she will make smell like chemicals.
All right. Well, you know, he's gonna
I'm actually
down
only
big
gonna
doses
spend
of
10 gold on it.
strange mutagen to remove some intelligence, and then
In that case, for your full party roster then, if you have no one else to invite,
Holy shit!
Woo! Well, Raphael, you know, when the party starts, he makes a snapping,
Who the hell
clacking
is
motion
that?
with his.
Baker!
That's
He's
the
very
bacon
happy
we
guy.
invited. And
Yeah.
Baker,
the-
right?
What
To
about
the,
that angry guard that is always angry at Raphael?
no, he's up
And
patrol.
he's here like, oh, terrible.
he wasn't invited,
Yeah.
so it's like,
Well, when he comes by
he's
outside to check
so
up on all the
dreamy,
ruckus, he will be
that
invited
elf.
in, of course.
well,
Dark,
in that case,
Ballard is gonna buy a 10 gold bottle of absinthe.
okay.
Yeah.
Look at him, he's so pissed. Like,
Oh, he's gonna come anyway!
Punch him in the face!
what the
Oh,
fuck?
we're missing one NPC.
I'll
Yeah,
bring Madame
fuck.
Scarlet, fuck it.
No, it's gonna be weird.
You want to invite the retired lady?
The plague is but one of many.
really invite Madame
Experiments with
Scarlet?
one on the living.
You will all die.
My youth shall be
You
regained.
should have invited Crimson.
Let me taste your blood, dear.
That's
Raphael
what
should have
everyone
invited
feels
Crimson.
like sitting in the corner alone,
You know, fine, Crimson is
sipping a
invited
glass
too.
of something.
Alright, I'll just
Yeah.
fucking bring Crimson.
Crimson happily accepts your party invite.
And then, you
Tell
know,
her
to the...
bring the whole
to
loyalist
the-
faction.
no.
No.
This is non-political partying, if you know what I'm saying.
Well,
So,
it's,
to the
well.
tones of Cassandra singing, Raphael will lead the dance. And it will be...
Beginning with Ballard, of course.
Does Baller want to dance with Raphael?
Ballard wants to dance with everyone.
Raphael, you may make a perform check with a +2.
Woo!
Hey, hang on. Let me.
Sebastian is
You
really
see what I can
dreamy.
do. All right, I
Yes,
gotta.
He will. He can he spend a panache to do a daring do with his with his
Derek
dance.
Doo-doo.
That's my dance check.
Like you're basically banging your head against the wall somewhere.
No, he's
Yeah.
just,
What
you
does
know,
daring do?
jumping left and
Stepping
right.
Daring
over your
to,
feet.
let me add a d6 to the result of usually an escape artist, fly, ride, or swim check. Basically, I'm doing something extremely
Does it
like.
involve the chandelier?
Of course
Yeah,
it does.
and, the great
Yes.
thing about it is that it has cascading dice, so if you roll a 6, you get to roll again.
Indeed.
Until
Right.
If
That
the
is
chandelier, you may use it.
the
Until you
basic
don't roll a
check.
6.
Now I'm going to add a d6. So another
Ah,
5 on
so-
that to 34 for the dance.
Extraordinary performance. This will not be forgotten for a very long time.
Makes mine look like shit.
As
Both
What
the
about mine?
two.
as
What about
basically he dances like
Oh,
this
three.
is the most
Sorry.
using using the ball table basically as his dance floor. He you have I can't even describe it. It's so
You got
amazing.
9 gold in tips.
If it-
Great.
What about
I
mine?
think that
Money
that's,
at your own party.
What about
Man,
mine?
that is so much money.
yeah, look at Rifflin's checks. You rolled a 24 charisma.
Oh
And
no, Raphael will dance with Rithral in such a flurry of activity that like you need to go to like the
crazy.
professional freaking
Riff?
ballet for
To
this.
see a
Riff
therapist
gets
after.
21 silver in tips.
To see a therapist after.
Riff gets 21 silver in tips.
Maybe the blood comes flowing into Mother Elena and old witch lady so much they get a heart attack or something by the fire and the passion of the dance.
Do you actually
Old
invite
Lit
Magic
Witch
John?
Lady didn't show up.
Nah, don't worry. Don't bother about Van
Oh,
Scarlet.
okay.
That's going to be a bit dodgy.
So yeah, anyone else going to do? Laurel, would Laurel actually want to like sell some of his like random things like drugs?
No, he doesn't really do that. He sits down.
He's a drug dealer at this party.
He'll sit.
Ballard and Laurel selling bacon and drugs side by side. Hey, want some
He
bacon?
hasn't really had a lot of time to just work ordinarily this month. He's sitting here
Like that
thinking
angel
about his
dust, and that would
financial
increase me some bacon.
woes. Talking, talking to his mother and brother and whoever sort of come to sit by and have a chat.
They look so angry.
Well, they're poor people in a
Well,
shitty
that-
situation. Yeah, they're not having a good
In that
time
case,
ever.
can everyone select an NPC for me?
Larian just mentioned. What about the
I'll
kobold
select
man?
Sebastian. Dibs on Sebastian.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
it's
take-
sad that he doesn't get to spend time with Sebastian.
I got
I'll-
the baker.
I'll take
I mean-
Brendan.
Yeah, I mean, you can still spend time with Sebastian. The point is, pick one NPC is what I want you to do.
Well, Sebastian.
Random Farmer.
Why not?
Okay.
Just a baker.
Okay, Bard has a baker. There's who Laurel will take.
Oh,
Dude.
oh,
We're gonna
Like, for
discuss
what? What's
all
the
sorts of
purpose here?
pastries.
But basically, during this entire time, everyone's going to because there is relationships going on in the background. Whoever you do this with, you'll get a bonus relationship with.
Oh no, screw that.
oh.
Oh, okay. I don't want that shit. Get away from me.
I still want
Oh,
Sebastian.
you don't do better with the barkeep? Barkeep's useful.
He's so
How
dreamy.
about no, Barkeep's cool. Or no, Sergi Drac actually. I want to go with the patrol guy
Okay.
because
Who's-
work up that guard relationship
Who's
and
left?
maybe get us some
One
free
second.
rides with the guard if we get caught doing anything.
Right, let's move you down here because you've confirmed your choice. There you go.
Yeah, if we get caught doing
Raphael actually
anything
going for
illegal,
crimson?
maybe we'll have.
Yeah, Raphael will be going for
fines.
Crimson. He
Oh,
owes
oh.
her a duel.
Well, there you go. That's how you raise your relationship. You're dueling on the dining table.
Yeah, a dance duel.
Yeah, these are the remaining
Laurel
people
will-
invited to the party.
Laura's not really a party guy, so he'll talk to, I guess, Mother Elena about work.
Oh, Laurel.
Why not Violetta? She's pretty cool.
Loosen up a little, Laurel.
Right.
Come on.
There.
Oh, her? Well, if she wants to talk about work, sure.
I don't
No,
think she's
wouldn't
gonna
be wanting
talk
to
about
talk
work.
about medicine stuff.
He's like talking about the formulas and the possibilities and expansion plans in the future and the current state of the economy. And
He is such a
We'd like to
nerd.
talk to the singer.
Go for it. I'll talk to the singer. Screw it.
You could
In that case, I'll mark this down then. This is
Sure.
it's important.
Can I tell an epic story to
Yes,
people? I want to tell an epic story.
you may
because
tell.
I just want to make this roll.
You may make the roll.
You know,
Ah.
Not that epic.
Pretty good story.
You would always think they're in family. They're both.
We're just scowling together over here.
You've got some nerve showing up here. Well, you've got some nerve being here at all.
They drink.
You've
and
got some nerve in general. Why, thank you.
Your spine is so big it would... I don't even know. Like
yeah,
to knock us off a whale.
I'm gonna
Your
knock
back will
the
never
hell out of
break.
you.
I guess the anger...
Raphael
You're
will,
so thick you could headbutt someone and you wouldn't give a shit.
What?
I don't know what anything
Go home.
means.
Just go home.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's,
just-
you know,
Go away.
guard talk.
But between dance duels and actual duels and swinging on chandeliers and drinking and partying, I guess the house rings out with more life than it ever has.
Yeah.
Yep, that's for sure. For once, the house isn't going to be dusty for a while.
Indeed.
It will take a while to clean up though, because
And if anybody wants, Laurel does actually have the ability to make some sort of drugs, so... Won't bring them, but if people approach him about it... He's a businessman.
Dude, there's a guard here.
yeah, he has like a coat. He opens up the side of it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
What are you buying?
Trench coat,
Baker's
right?
Yes, so
Like,
that
all
goes
the-
well. In simplicity, this way this is going to work, though, as a simplified version. Any request you make of the NPCs which you have a relationship bonus with, they're more likely to actually consider them, even if they're something they wouldn't normally, would like.
Totally gonna make Mother Elena do poison work at some point.
When we need to have fresh bodies for some work we need to do, she will supply.
Could you save a bit of the medicine on some people you're working on? We could...
With that, I'm going to go ahead and hide all the NPCs again after your great night.
But Sebastian,
and
I
after
thought
that,
we
all
had
of you-
something together.
Oh, don't worry. You can have long chat out of session with Sebastian.
Once I buy out the gardens,
Yeah.
he'll
might-
work
Then
for
you
me.
will have to talk to me.
Then he will never be allowed to talk to anyone. Yeah.
I must
but
approve
he's-
your union.
Yeah.
So dreamy.
Well, then he can go find another job in the slums.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Zoe has a thing for elves, huh?
Yeah.
And
What-
Laurel
what-
has a thing for ruthless
what
business
human-
practice.
What human teen girl doesn't have a thing for elves?
Ah, I
That's
suppose.
true.
Ah,
Well,
the
that's-
lovely
that's-
love of youth.
Raphael was way up in Crimson's
Yeah.
thing.
I like
Business
the thought
duel.
of there being
So
a...
she would have approached Raphael if he went with Crimson.
I like the idea of there being like an elf boy band of the city.
Yeah.
Like five
absolutely.
elves who like sing
Yeah.
really sensual songs and
Super cute.
yeah, and they're like all bards and doing their,
Yeah.
their
With
singles.
that, a lot of you are absolutely exhausted and probably collapse after the party.
You're gonna
Especially
stay
Raphael.
here.
though.
Yeah.
Raphael.
Raphael wakes up, in a sofa somewhere, barely
You wake up
dressed.
on the balcony.
Yeah,
Barely dressed. What
barely
the-
dressed. Yeah, he has like
His
his
wallet missing,
yeah.
broke
Well,
gone.
that was a good night. Surely
Crimson
someone
is still on the balcony.
someone.
balcony.
Well, hello there.
That's what Laurel went home to sleep.
Well, how do you expect there to?
Yeah,
so
Raphael,
it's-
actually, Larian is actually
Actually,
correct. Raphael wakes up on top of the chandelier somehow.
Hanging from
How,
his
how do you
neck.
expect Zoe to approach Raphael when he's always naked with another woman?
He doesn't
How,
mind.
how do you expect to not approach him that way?
Right.
Exactly, like that
How
is
do you
what he is.
expect him to do that?
And with
He's-
that,
How do
He
you
is
avoid
sleeping.
that?
He is sleeping on top the chandelier.
the night passes.
Riff would
So
totally
this is a
be
chance
up
to
for a
kill
piano.
Crimson that
Why
we'll
is
never get
Crimson
again.
still here?
She stayed.
Because she stayed.
Well, I mean, you were just talking about being naked in bed with a woman.
Yeah.
Who do you think the woman was?
I mean, we can
But,
see the two bears here.
No, he's
Wrestling
sleeping on the chandelier.
and
So,
Ballard, and
Crimson's a swashbuckler.
Crimson and Raphael.
All the women can sleep in the same bed as Raphael.
Even if it's a chandelier.
The chandelier bed.
Big enough chandelier, why not?
So the So after the night goes and you wake up, you know, I have no idea who would wake up first after this shenanigan. I'll say Zoe does.
Okay, so he wakes up and walks
Fortitude save
to
to
the
hold my
The
leg.
house is an absolute mess. Raphael is hanging from the chandelier.
Oh,
she'll
I
get
am
her.
Ballard
she'll
is
go
still
get-
clutching his absinthe.
We did it on a Sunday too, like the worst.
No.
Not even a Sunday,
Sunday.
a Thursday.
Sunday is the best party day.
It's
Like,
Thursday.
Only
Guys.
desperate people party on like a Friday.
Guys, shush.
Oath day.
Shh. Shh. Be quiet.
How high up is that chandelier?
A decent distance off the floor.
Can
Okay.
Zoe detect it?
You can see her, so you can see him, but not by very much.
An unreasonable distance off the ground.
There is a
Can she
foot
tell
and
it's
some hair.
Raphael?
You can tell it's Raphael.
Someone else snuck in and is sleeping on the chandelier.
And she doesn't know who else is here since Crimson is here, so you know. She'll get her staff and she'll poke Raphael. And Raphael, you're sleeping in a chandelier. I think you need
What?
to go to bed.
What? Oh, don't be silly. It is fine bed. He moves and the chandelier sort of jingles.
Around from near where the piano was, Crimson comes out and kind of looks like she's chuckling towards us.
So he looks at Crimson. Oh, yeah, she knows she doesn't. Oh, hey, Crimson.
Sorry, I must have fallen asleep over there trying to keep Raphael busy. You're quite good with a sword.
I see, that's...
What one?
So just looking weirdly at her. She's... Oh, I see, that's good, I guess. How did he get up there?
She looks up there, looks back at you. You'll have to ask him.
It's Raphael, how did you get up there?
Well, that was quite simple. I leapt from the upstairs balcony, you see. So.
I see.
Crimson looks like she's trying to hold back this massive laugh.
Any idea how to get him down before he falls down?
Do you have a ladder anywhere?
Probably. I think I have a maintenance room somewhere. But,
Let's see if we can find
Your
a ladder,
guess
we can carry him
is
down.
as good as mine. I haven't really been much around in the house. And I'm not really a fan of standing on a ladder.
Oh, I'll go look. I'll go look for one. It'd be a shame if he fell. She gives a wink and she walks off.
So he just nods and she'll walk over to the piano and she will play a song.
Do you have perform?
She is a noble-born. That is
Oh,
the
no,
only
this guy-
reason really she would have learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have perform? If not, right, make me a charisma check.
She does not have a perform.
Make me charisma then.
She's playing something simple like snug, like a bug on a
Admittedly,
rug.
it's
or something.
it's also a masterwork. I think it's a masterwork piano, so it's a +2.
The best piano.
Best piano ever.
Do I get a +2?
Yep, it's a masterwork piano.
Sure. I don't know how good it's gonna be though. Oh!
Well, according to my table, Raphael wakes up to the sound of a great performance.
What is this lovely angelic music?
You
Sort of
realise you're on
roll-
top of a chandelier, very high from
You-
the ground.
He rolls over on his side on the chandelier and looks down.
She is gonna play this song. Because that is an awesome...
I
I'll-
can't. I can't
Is it
play
too
it.
far in the flames?
I'm gonna get-
It is a song from Divinity, original thing called Power of Innocence.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to even.
You
It's a really good song though.
Anyone in the stream can listen to it.
Yeah, anyone
Yes.
in the stream.
Anyone in the stream
Got
can
it.
listen to it. Oh,
But,
Manika, you're
um,
muted.
A few minutes later, while Raphael's up there, by the way, Crimson will come over and have a ladder.
At that point, Raphael has woken up and is lying on the chandelier listening to Zoe. And At the end of the song, he will, get up at the jingling of the chandelier and then swing down, agile and cat-like.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Certainly.
As he falls on his ass.
Raphael cannot fall on his ass. What are you
He
talking
falls
about?
to the ground like 15 feet and breaks his legs.
Grease underneath him.
You know, it's a good thing she's a doctor, though, in case you did fall.
That is true, but
Reflex save, DC 16.
okay. Okay, you managed to land it.
Of course.
You felt like you were a little sloppy that time. Maybe you only just woken up. That's why.
Yeah, well, one cannot do perfectly every time.
Crimson seems to walk in holding a ladder and just like seems to shrug when seeing you've already gotten down.
Raphael smiles and looks around. Now then, I should probably fetch some of my clothes. It is a bit chilly.
She, for the first time, so you noticed that, how much clothes do you have on?
He probably has like one boot and his
Please say
pants,
underwear. Good.
and his pants are kinda on.
Noticing that, Zoe's, since you were kinda high up, she couldn't really see much what's going on. When she noticed that you only have that out, she's basically just turn around and go, "You don't have any clothes on!"
It was extremely warm last night. After all the dancing, I mean, you need to cool off a bit. He sort of winks at Crimson.
Crimson
Goes-
chuckling.
So he goes, "Yeah, sure, but you didn't have to take take some clothes on."
Of course. So I will go. There must be somewhere around here. Crimson, be a dear and help me out.
Sure thing. She winks at you.
Yeah, he goes around, pick up all of his clothes and stuff, and post them on.
So he said, "I can help, but stay 30 feet away from me."
At all times.
Don't you worry.
Crimson will go over to Zoe at some point and just whip it to her. Sorry for this. Apparently he's a light drunk.
Apparently, yes.
Thanks for the party. This is quite a nice place you have.
Thank you. I guess there does come some perks being born the way I am. She looks at Raphael. There's never been a naked man in my house before. I guess... I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Get anything
Some reason if you keep him around, I doubt it'll be the last.
She looks a little suspicious. What do you mean?
Well, it's Raphael.
She looks suspicious of Raphael.
You can hear rummaging around. Ah, yes. Found the other boot. It was stuffed into one of the pots for some reason. I don't know where the plant went. Oh well.
It's fine. I didn't really... I know I had a plant.
And with that, I'm going to call the session a close.
Not everyone's awake.
Why did you and Bollard end up
Yeah,
in
but
that bed
why are
together?
you here more specifically?
You see, they're together. Is it like a...
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, I see. So it's the Beauty and the Beast, basically.
What?
Yeah, basically.
Bollard's abomination tentacles came out, and
So we will look
After that, there's no going back.
yeah, and
So
she
we'll
has
look
lived in the forest for
confused.
quite a bit. So
at Raphael. Is Crimson your
fun.
girlfriend then?
he frowns. What? Crimson? Her? No. She's a business associate, nothing more.
So confused at Raphael. I don't get it. You're muted, Malachi. I don't get it. I thought when you were to do those kind of activities with another person, that would be that it's your girlfriend or boyfriend.
He just told you it's just business. You know, money going back and forth.
We
For what
exchange
services?
we exchange favors, as it were. One can have a great time with someone without being committed to something more lasting, of course. It is different. Each person is a different relationship. Some people you take it further, and some people you don't. With Crimson, he sort of frowns. She's a political idealist, and some call her a terrorist. I find her a excellent duelist and an exquisite dancer. And as such, I should appreciate her. But I do not appreciate her in the same way I appreciate you. For your kind heart, and for your exceptional skills in combat. He smiles, produces a rose somehow.
Okay, that's rose number 4.
Yep.
Rose count.
No.
Yeah, I do have a rose count.
That's where the plant went.
She
Yeah.
slowly nods and takes the rose and says thank you. Thank
Yeah, he
you.
looks around. No, I think I saw Bollard going into the basement, mumbling something about arcane powers or tentacles or some such. Might want to fish him out of there.
I have a wine cellar. I hope he...
Oh, well, we better hurry then, if there is any wine left at all. Also, I saw Rithrlin disappear somewhere around there as well. Maybe they both are down there. And he gets a sly
No.
smile.
How like she has to walk of shame up the stairs. Up. Looks at Raphael, then sort of
Oh,
closes her eyes and hurries out.
Raphael has a big wolfish smile.
smeared lipstick all over his face.
Riff is in a completely different part of the house.
And then he goes down to Bollard and nudges him and says, Bollard, you old mangy wolf, you still have
He's
what it
asleep.
takes, I see.
You
Kicks
know
him
what
with
it is. It was Mother Eleanor. That's what it was.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
he got so drunk on bacon and absinthe.
No way, dude. Even when I'm really drunk, she's old as fuck.
Deal with it.
You can tell.
So Madame Scarlet did arrive.
So, good news. I've gone 15 seconds or so without disconnecting, so that's good.
And
New
how
record.
Raphael kicks Bollard awake.
It's not
Bacon
very
fingers
nice.
in his mouth.
It is time to leave. We have imposed on Zoe quite enough. Also, I seem to recall you talking quite intimately to some of the people yesterday. You need to tell me everything about it, friend. He sort of hosts Bollard up, gives him some bacon, and then leads him out, eager to listen to all of his conquests last night.
So where's Rifflin?
You know, I wasn't really where I had any conquests.
She's in the kitchen under the
Oh,
table.
Come now, friend. Bollard, such a ruggedly handsome fellow as yourself.
And Nairu's in the
sitting-
cupboard trying to get out.
What is he doing in the cupboard? And what are you doing under the table?
Supposed to ritually that something. You need to tell me everything about that. She was excellent at the dance floor, but you know.
Riffle
He's just retired.
woken up.
Are you blushing towards me, Bollard? Come now.
No, that's the alcohol.
Oh, of course, of course.
Super
And with
hangover
this-
Something in
go.
my eye.
Yeah, exactly. And with this, they will sort of leave the house, and Raphael will escort Bollard to the tavern, and yeah,
It's quite the escort.
and that's it.
And of course, next time we'll actually run what happens during this day.
Yes, because now we got to figure out who the hell did all this.
And
Yeah.
why it's fucking snowing.
Well, it's
And
not snowing anymore.
The
it's
snow
stopped.
seems to have stopped. It's mostly melting now.
For our personal convenience.
Yeah, that's odd.
Oh, so he's gonna build
Well,
a...
I already mentioned it stopped snowing a few days beforehand. So
As long as it doesn't ruin the crops and we get famine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna
Yeah.
ask Rifflin, since now they have time, if she wants to build a snowman.
She would totally build a snowman.
Is she gonna sing and run the house?
Outside the door.
Yeah.
Rifflin?
Rislin is really hungover in there.
I build a snowman.
We hear his banging from a little door and a squawk from a hook.
Well, then I guess they use their morning building a snowman.
There isn't much snow left, so I mean,
She
Snow
will gather
halfling.
all the snow she can get.
And Raphael spends the morning trying to coax out of Bollard all of his conquest and refuses to believe that he had none.
There is much coaxing to be done. You know, you are rewarded with many tales.
Excellent.
You know, you can't just leave a good coax unrewarded.
Uncoaxed. I know, right?
Mhm.
Alright. I guess that's the session then.
Yeah, so that's the end of the
Yeah, there you
session.
go.
Uh,
Craziest session so far, I think.
Yeah. If you guys enjoyed it, then keep on watching.
so this is the party session.
Yep. The old as fuck session.
Zoe was very happy to have a party in her house. Wants to have some life in there.
Does that mean that we may have it again? More parties?
Sure.
Totally.
Yeah. Party every weekend. Every time
We-
someone doesn't die.
You know, it's kind of silly that most of you chose a chandelier and a table to sleep in. She has freaking many rooms.
You know,
It's probably
Yo,
just
Bow's
passed
on
out.
a bed. He's not gonna give up a nice soft bed.
Well, that's at least the one that used one of the rooms.
I imagine the parties being if anyone has seen the Great Gatsby movie. That's how I imagine the parties.
I have
Alright.
not seen that.
It
Anyway,
is a very lavish movie.
alright, so end of the session. Hope you
End
guys
of the session.
enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one next week. As always, it's put up on the channel, and for the people watching on the channel, it's here. So, you know, we'll see you guys in the next episode and session.
Matane.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.